Mauresmo stays within reach. Williams again with a break advantage here in the third at 2-1. Welcome back to the Proximus Diamond Games here at the Sport Palace in Antwerp, Belgium. Amelie Mauresmo and Venus Williams squaring off in the championship match right here on the Tennis Channel. And this is the prize that everyone is talking about. Venus Williams has won this title twice. The player who can win the title 3 times over 5 years will take home this trophy, filled with diamonds and gold and valued at €1 million, which is well over $1 million. And we have just a moment's delay as Amelie Mauresmo has taken a bathroom break. And here's a good look at the trophy. You can see the diamonds in the grip and around the racket head, and boy, this is something special.
1,700 of them in total. It looked like that racket was going home, going to Florida about 20 minutes ago. Venus Williams serving for the match, up a set in 5-4. And Mauresmo just really hanging in there, playing some tough tennis to take this match to a third set.
Yeah, there's a smaller version, just a single diamond. Of course, Antwerp, really a diamond center for the world. 85% of the world's diamonds are traded here, and there are about 10,000 craftsmen that live in this city, and most of it centered in the Diamond Quarter, which is close to the central station. And so it's fitting that a trophy of that stature is a part of this fine event here in Antwerp, an event that's been around since 2001, and it's grown in stature not only in prize money but in its rating on the WTA Tour as a Tier 2 event. And just want to remind you about some other upcoming tennis on the Tennis Channel, live at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. It's the Regions Morgan Keegan Championships and the Cellular Cup South. Bob and Mike Bryan taking on Simon Aspelin and Todd Perry in the doubles final. Perry and Aspelin, winners down in Delray Beach, Florida. And of course, you should know Bob and Mike Bryan, one of the more popular teams around the world, French Open doubles champion and the current U.S. Davis Cup team.
And they're fun to watch.
They really are
so
a
much
great
energy.
Team. Yeah, and this crowd really enjoying watching these two women square off for the title. As Karina mentioned, Venus Williams up 6-4, 5-4, serving for the match. Mauresmo wins 3 straight games. I guess it's 4 straight games, really. Takes the set 7-5. So here we are in the third set. So it's not over yet. And a fair amount of tension here at the Sport Palace, as everyone knows that if Venus wins it, she takes home this remarkable trophy. It's not often you can play a match for over $1 million. So it's Williams at 2-1 with new tennis balls.
Playing over $1 million usually only happens in Grand Slam finals. You can see Venus Williams really relax after she broke Amelie Mauresmo the first game of this set. You saw the tension creep into her game towards the end of that second.
Well, Karina, you've played in Fed Cup matches, Grand Slam doubles finals. How do you deal with pressure? How do you make yourself relax?
Luckily for me, I have the luxury of looking back to a few years ago when I was in more difficult circumstances with my health, and that's actually helped me a lot of late. You know, just having that perspective and knowing that, you know, there are definitely worse things that can happen to you than losing a tennis match.
That's right. Well, so you overcame cancer, remarkable comeback, and now you are fit and feeling fine.
I've been lucky in that sense. That's helped me a lot in gaining that perspective. But it's obviously an extremely difficult obstacle for so many players dealing with that pressure. And I think it's really important. Venus Williams, both of these players have done this well in this match, just taking some time. If you feel a little bit nervous, if you're not sure 100% on what you want to do, take a little bit of extra time, regroup. I think that's when most players will say they play their best tennis, when they have a clear head.
Now, under pressure, you tend to rush and you get away from doing the things you like to do.
And you tend to think of so many different things. Just concentrate on one point at a time.
So Williams prevails in another long rally.